Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Chef Girl RD. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make an easy monkey bread made right in the Ninja Foodi. Alright, so let me show you what I'll be using today. I've got 1 can of Grands biscuits. I've got a 1/3 cup of brown sugar, a 1/3 cup of some melted butter. You do want to let that cool down though, you don't want to use it when it's still hot. I've got some cinnamon sugar here. It's a mixture, it's combined. You can certainly make your own by combining cinnamon and sugar. And then I did make a glaze with some confectioner's sugar and milk. That is completely optional. And over here I have my little bundt pan. This is only a 7-inch, it's a teeny one. So you can use a regular cake pan if you want. You can also use a springform pan. And because it's a smaller pan, that's why I'm only using 1 can of the biscuits. If you go any bigger than that, then you could certainly use 2 cans of your biscuits. And then you can go a little more on your melted butter and brown sugar. All right, so we'll open up our biscuits. Just kind of lay them all flat. And we're just going to cut them in quarters. All right, so these are all cut up, ready to go. So now I'm just going to come over to the Foodi. So we're going to use the bake option. I'm going to go 330 degrees for 30 minutes. We're going to hit start. And I'm going to let this run for 5 minutes to get preheated. And in a large mixing bowl, you can also use a Ziploc bag if you want. I'm going to sprinkle some of my cinnamon sugar just on the bottom. And I'm going to toss these guys in. Give them a shake. And now I'm going to sprinkle them some more. You just want to cover them well. I'm doing 2 batches. You don't want to overstuff them. And once they're pretty well coated, you can take them and just drop them right into your pan. Now I did grease this up with some butter. You can spray it with cooking spray if you want as well. So once they're all in there, just kind of give them a little bit of a smush, nothing crazy, and you just want to make sure you've placed them somewhat level. But again, you don't have to go too crazy. And then I like to give just another little sprinkle, this is optional, of cinnamon sugar. And now we're just going to combine our melted butter into our brown sugar. Give that a nice mix. And now we're just gonna pour that right on top. And just like that. All right, 25 minutes. Open that up. And I'm just gonna lower that in there. So I'm using this little trinket here. You can use the reversible rack if you want, or one of these if you have it. And now I'm just gonna cover it. This is one of those heat safe, oven safe silicone covers. So if you don't have one of these, you can just use foil. I'm gonna cook this for 10 minutes covered, and then I'm gonna take that off. And now we'll just let that cook. We'll check it about the 15-minute mark. All right, so we're at the 15-minute mark, and it's been cooking for 10 minutes. And I'm just gonna use my mitt and take that off and take a peek. See how that's looking. Oh, that looks great. This smells amazing. All right, so now I'm gonna leave the lid off and I'm gonna let it cook for another, I'll check it maybe another 8 to 10 minutes. All right, we got 7 minutes left. Let's see how it looks. Oh my gosh. Let's see how, oh yeah. All right, you know what? I'm gonna give this only a few more minutes. Doesn't that look good? All right, let me sneak one more peek. I just don't want it to get too dark, but this looks absolutely gorgeous. So, you know what? I'm just gonna go the last 3 minutes. It can't hurt. And voila. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, so I'm just gonna let this rest in the pot for about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna move it to my stove and let it cool for about 10 minutes, maybe 8 to 10 minutes before I flip it onto a plate. All right, so I'm just gonna take a plate and flip it upside down, and then I'm just gonna try to flip this over. Probably should have used plastic plate, but I didn't. All right, so moment of truth. Let's see what we got. Guys, what do you think? Doesn't that look good? I love it. All right, so lastly, I'm just gonna take my glaze that I made. Again, this is optional, but I just think it looks pretty. Tastes great. All right, so now that that's all glazed, I'm gonna cut right into this and see what we got. So technically this is pull apart bread, so you could just pull it apart, but I just kind of sliced it. Look at that. Perfect. Yum. Mmm. You are gonna love this. So that's about it. Really easy, fast, and it just melts right in your mouth. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click that like button and be sure to subscribe so you can see more videos like this. Bon appetit, guys.